This is the start of a vegan lemongrass steak banh mi, something many people wouldn't expect at a traditional Vietnamese bakery. But today we're going to explore how this Southern California bakery is honoring Vietnamese cuisine without the meat.
Hi, my name is Loan. I'm owner of the Dong Hong Vien Bakery. I started business from 1991. The first year, I only make the mooncake and the fruit candy for Lunar New Year. After 10 years, I have enough money to open the mall. I start make the vegetarian for the 15 years. But after COVID, I turned vegan. I hope you can come to my store 8536 Westminster.
Plant-based meats may seem new, but in Vietnam, the idea has existed for centuries. Buddhist communities pioneered thit ya or mock meats made from soy, mushrooms, and tofu for vegetarian temple feasts. So these vegan banh mi's aren't following a trend, they're actually continuing a tradition that began a long time ago. And this vegan lemongrass steak is sold in over 500 banh mi's a month, and I got to taste a sample.
So the vegan lemongrass steak just finished off the stove, hot off the press. So I'm gonna try it right out of the pan. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That like melts in your mouth. Listen, if people think that vegan meat can't be tender, think again.
But vegan steak isn't the only protein this bakery makes. They also specialize in an oyster mushroom fried chicken, which is dredged in their special seasoning, battered, and then dredged again before frying into a crispy golden brown. And to make sure everyone gets to try it, they always serve a plate to serve as samples for customers to try. And yes, you better believe they use it in a banh mi as well. The bakery also offers dozens of freshly baked baguettes a day, which are the perfect crunchy on the outside and fluffy and soft on the inside. And these are used for other popular vegan banh mi's like their vegan pork meatballs, a juicy, savory, and sweet flavor profile made out of soy and wheat gluten, which is accompanied by the staple carrot and daikon radish slaw, cucumber, jalapenos, and cilantro. But in addition to banh mi's, they also make vegan empanadas, pâte chaude, which are savory pastries, and vegan chicken croissants. And speaking of croissants, one of the newest additions to the bakery is a pistachio cream croissant because Luan learned her training from a French pastry chef. These are filled and topped with vegan pistachio cream, topped with almonds, powdered sugar, and pistachio crumble. But Luan wanted me to try them before they hit the shelves.
We're doing a live taste test in this kitchen right now because the owner did not want me to wait any longer. And I said, I have no problem with that. Oh my goodness. I am like a kid in the candy store right now. You have no idea how happy I am right now.
And if pistachio isn't your thing, they also have an almond croissant. And don't worry, all vegan pastries are always clearly marked along with their cookies. But now was time for the moment I've been waiting for, and I was ready to feast.
So I'm going to park because there is no place to sit and eat at this bakery. That's the only downside. But there's a park literally less than a 5-minute drive from here, so that's where I'm gonna go eat. All right, guys, I'm finally at the park with my 6 vegan banh mi's. I could not be more excited. I am starting with the fried chicken monstrosity. It looks so good. Look at this, it is giant. That is what I love about these banh mi's. The price that you pay, which is about $10 or less, it's a deal. For the size of the sandwich, this is 2 meals, or 1 if you're like me and you're starving. Let's do this. All right, fried chicken banh mi, let's go. These are so good. Something I pointed out to the owner is that they always do an excellent job of picking the spiciest jalapenos. When they prepare, all the banh mi's come with jalapenos, so make sure you say no jalapenos if you don't want it spicy. Whew, I like spicy, and even this is a little too spicy for me. I'm gonna have to take it out. I need another bite. I'm just glad that delicious Vietnamese baguette can help cool you down. The juiciness of this vegan fried chicken is unreal. Oyster mushrooms for the win. The aioli is so good. But since my tongue is still burning from the jalapeno, I've been dying to try this corn milk since I saw it at the bakery the first time. It is a sweet corn drink, and I'm curious if it tastes something I am familiar with. I'll tell you guys what that is in a sec. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me tell you why I was excited to try this. In El Salvador, there is a drink called atol de elote, a hot corn drink. That's obviously served hot, but it's fresh corn blended with milk and sugar. So when I saw this, where it's blended corn, cold, but with almond milk and sugar, I was like, I bet you it tastes like atol de elote. And it does, it just tastes chilled. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is atol de elote, but cold. I'm so excited. I think my favorite thing about traveling and eating foods from different cultures is you realize how intertwined a lot of the cuisines are. And it's incredible. All right, next, the vegan pork meatball, because I have not tried this before. I have been to this bakery dozens of times. When I say it is my favorite place in Southern California, because people often ask me, Eunice, what's your favorite place in Los Angeles? I'm like, well, technically it's not Los Angeles. You gotta go to Orange County in Westminster. This vegan Vietnamese bakery, hands down, my favorite. If I were to have an LA tour, which tell me you guys in the comments if you want an LA food tour, this is where I would take everyone. Okay, I'm taking out the jalapeno because they're spicy today and I can't handle it. Look at that juicy meatball. All right, let's try this for the first time. Look at that inside, look. The meatball is so juicy and tender. It has a sweetness to it. If you are sensitive to spice, I would definitely recommend this one with no jalapeno because it's like more of a sweet, savory, oh, yum. I kind of want the jalapeno. I just love that they have a full variety of vegan options. Even though they're not a fully vegan bakery, the fact that they have all those options shows how much they care about the vegan community. Next, we're gonna try my favorite banh mi on the menu, the one I get all the time. I'm one of those people who orders the same thing once they like something because I want to make sure I'm guaranteed happiness when I go. So I'm glad I'm trying something new today, but this lemongrass steak banh mi is my baby. I love this thing. She even gave me some of that beef to go. She's like, eat it with rice. It's even better. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, don't tell me more. Taste test. My favorite. I was talking to someone earlier who was saying that they like a lot of sauce in their banh mi's. I was like, this vegan meat is so juicy, it doesn't need sauce. It has a light glaze afterwards that's topped off, but oh my gosh, it is so good. It does not need anything. Sorry, I'm having a moment with my banh mi right now. But since that jalapeno got me again, we're now gonna try the pennywort green juice. This is a traditional juice in Vietnam. Very healthy, as you saw that pile of greens. Oh, it does taste very earthy and green. Almost like spinach, like a spinach juice, but it's lightly sweetened. One thing I really appreciate when I traveled to Vietnam is how much greens they ate. I was like, we need to adopt this in the States a little more. They've normalized drinking green juice over there. Cheers to that, Vietnam. All right, we're gonna have a little banh mi break and try this empanada. If anybody knows me, you know I'm a sucker for empanadas. Look at this. Oh yeah. Cheers. When I say this dough is flaky, and it's so moist in here, the filling, it's so flavorful. It's mushrooms and carrot and like, Whoever says tradition can't go with veganism is wrong. I'm finishing that. I love this. I'm eating this like I've never had it before. I had a sample at the store earlier. I don't care. It's like I'm eating it for the first time. It's so good. Corn milk to cleanse my palate. Don't mind if I do. All right, there's a lemongrass chicken banh mi in here somewhere. It's this one. I haven't tried it yet. The other one, the sixth banh mi, is also vegan fried chicken, which is why I'm not gonna try it on camera. This is our last banh mi that I'm gonna try before I go to dessert. Another foot long of a sandwich. You will not be disappointed. Okay. Lemongrass vegan chicken. The difference in this is a bit of the seasoning and the texture of the seitan. Let's give it a try. This one's definitely less spicy than the lemongrass beef. The lemongrass beef has more pepper, and this one doesn't have as much pepper, but it's still very flavorful and juicy. It's delicious. So I want to take this time to tell you guys how you can support me as a creator. If you like this style of video and you want to keep it going, something that really helps me is when you do super thanks. It is a way for you to donate to me and this video and the channel so I can keep making more of it. And there's also the hype button, which helps these videos get more reach. And another thing is you can come travel with me as well. I'll leave link in the comments below, but I'm hosting vegan tours. So if you want to join my adventures and eat vegan food along the way and explore different countries, that's definitely something you can look into. Now, let's end with dessert. Even though I already had a sample in the bakery, as you saw, it's not gonna be my last bite, I'm sorry. This is so good. Look at this thing. Cheers. This is one of the best freaking croissants ever. Oh, my bag. You guys, if you've wanted to try an amazing vegan Vietnamese bakery experience, Dong Hum Vietnamese Bakery is the one to go to. So if you guys like these styles of videos and you want to see more or let me know other businesses that I should feature, write them down in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later on Ready to Be. Bye.